And I get it with C.J. Stroud. If you think about it like this, we keep talking about he didn't win the Oregon game. He still had 458 yards in that game. That wasn't his fault. It was the defense fault. You look at the Michigan game, it was like, yeah, he lost to Michigan twice, didn't show up in the second half of Columbus. He had 350 and 2 touchdowns 2 years ago. He had 325 and 2 touchdowns this past season. He still has played well. You look at the Georgia game. Everybody thought that was going to be a massacre because of what happened in Columbus, because of who wasn't playing. Should have been Georgia. Should have been Georgia in the first round of the semis. So when you look at it from that point, I can see how Frank Reich. And think about it like this way with Frank Reich. Frank Reich knows what he's doing with quarterbacks. He knows what he's doing, and Josh McCown is there as well. He
missed it with Carson Wentz, though.
No, he didn't, because guess who Frank Reich was initially with Carson Wentz? Carson Wentz almost won the MVP as a rookie. Who was his coach?
I know.
It was Frank Reich. Look at what Carson Wentz did in Colts with Frank Reich. I mean, look at what Frank Reich and Carson Wentz did together with the Colts. It's his best passer year in terms of efficiency, best passer year in terms of QBR, his best passer year in terms of touchdowns. Still had a good year. He just had that horrible game against the Jacksonville Jaguars at the end of the season. Now, we all can remember. You look at Nick Foles. All these quarterbacks are what? They're bigger quarterbacks. Bryce Young is not the same size as any quarterback that Frank Reich has had, including himself.
And it was so good to see Jim Caldwell there, too.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Jim Caldwell wearing the colors of the Lions. We just got a panther instead of a lion on his shirt. You know,
Carolina blue.
Yeah, so good. So
you
good.
guys threw him away for 9-7. See? Terrible guys.
Wasn't
Terrible.
good enough.
Terrible guys.
We needed Matt Patricia instead.